Hey guys, so I realized that there's, I don't know, not that many videos on YouTube showing how to make dreadlock extensions from synthetic or human hair, so I thought, hey, why not go ahead and make some myself? First I'm going to show you, oh, I already made some dreads on this one, cool. I'm going to show you what a weft is of hair. Oh, I did a lot of these. Okay, so this is hair on a weft. You'll have to buy human hair on a weft, which is like sewn on. I don't know the exact definition, but it's hair like sewn together like this. And what you're going to do is, section areas out and make them into dreads. And then later, you can just cut them off. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. And so here we go. Pardon my crooked camera. It's just so we can point down here and get started. So this is where I realized that different hair types will take better or worse to different methods. This hair back combs really well. My own human hair on my head actually does the twist and rip method better. I lost my crochet hook. Oh no, I didn't. And this hair uses kind of a mixture of everything to get it to dread up. So let's just get started. So you separate out about an inch. An inch is going to give you something thin like this. So not that thick, but I like thin dreads. If you want thicker dreads, you're going to probably have to double the size of this. So here we go. So you're going to twist just a little bit and start back combing. And you just put in, and you'll notice there's little knots starting. And then I do a little twisting and ripping, except not that much because I don't want this to come out. I'm going to tape this down just a bit more. Sorry guys. Normally I actually just pin this to my pant leg, which works a lot better because, it's pretty sturdy there. Alright, so back combing. And you can put the comb in like this in repeated motions, or you can go up and down. It doesn't matter. And you can work down into the thing. And you kind of want to have it at an angle against the dread like this. Not so much a 90 degree, but like a 45 degree angle going in. This is going to take a little while. So then I take my crochet hook, I pinch it, and I crochet hook like this. With the little hook side, I point it down, and I hook. So I go in, and I go in, and I hook, 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 and then I turn. This is my method. I go in, and I turn, and I flip, and I flip. So hook up, hook down, hook up, hook down. So, as you can see, we've got some dreads started already. And I'm just going to keep doing this. And if you're watching this because of my wool dreadlock extensions video, I just want to let you know that these are 14-inch, I think, dreadlock extensions. You're only going to need 6-inch ones of human hair, and that's going to save you a lot of money and a lot of time because dreading this whole thing takes fucking forever. Alright. So I'm like kind of plucking into this part that's already dreaded. And this method is backcombing method, which also works on, your own head. So I guess this video doubles as two methods. And then here I'm doing a little bit of twist and rip because it feels right at this point. And you can see we're progressing. At this point, you can probably skip over the next few minutes, unless you like the song I'm playing. But, if you want to watch this whole thing, go ahead. If you want to skip over the next few minutes, feel free, because it's basically just me doing this. Could it be love? So I'm just varying my methods and techniques as I see fit. I'm kind of used to doing this, so I just have my own little way of doing it, but you'll come up with your own way too. By the way, this crochet hook is 0.6 millimeters, which is really good for dreading hair. You don't want anything above 1 millimeter. It won't work for you, I promise. Sometimes I go straight down in the dread and just pull. You'll get the hang of it, I promise. Look at me making 2 promises. So here's twist and rip again. Back comb crochet hook again. You want to use the finer teeth of the comb for this, because the wide ones aren't going to grab as good of hair. You can also go by like a lice picking comb or a metal flea comb, which is basically the same thing. That way the teeth won't break out of your comb, especially if you're making a ton of these. Look, it's kind of like macrame, but with hair and less patterns. Okay, see, you can get a big mess like this. Sometimes I'll just take that mess and I'll twist and rip it down. And then with the bumps, you just see these bumps here. So you take the crochet hook in and you kind of pinch the bumps together and you take them through with a lump. How am I going to show you this? So you pull them in basically with the hook, like you're grappling in with this hook. I don't know. Let's see, Jack, you know it makes sense. Yeah. And I'm going pretty fast because I've made, I don't know, I'm coming up, I've probably made 100 of these. Yeah, if you're making the wool extensions thing that I'm doing, you really only need 6 inches. If you're making these for your hair, get as many inches as you want. It's just the longer they are, the more expensive they're going to be. And then when you start coming up on the end, you're going to wind up with about this much loose hair, just because it's a real pain in the ass to dread like all of this. And you know, if you're going to put it in your hair the way I do, and the way the lady I followed on YouTube does, you're going to need loose hairs on the end to dread into your own hair. So I'm just going to go a little bit longer. And if you're worried about this horrible fuzz you see here, yeah, it's no big deal. You just take it and you can kind of grab it like this, and you put your crochet hook in and you wrap it around the hook like this. I hope it's in focus enough. But you wrap it around the hook and then you pull it through, see, to this other side, and you can just kind of weave it in and out and work it in. But a new dreadlock extension is going to be very, very fluffy and poofy. You could probably dread it a little farther down, but yeah, that's how I do this. This is what a well-worn one looks like. I had this one in my hair for 4 months, so if you compare the two. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the different widths that you can make the dreads, because sometimes you feel clueless. So this is about a little less than 2 centimeters wide, and it makes a very thin dread. This, let's see, this one is about, I don't know, 4 centimeters wide, so a little less than 2 inches, and it makes a thicker dread. Dread winds up being about 1 centimeter thick. This one I took even a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah. Well, no, actually I didn't. It's just a thicker part. But this part I took about, you know, 1.5 inches or so, or 3 centimeters. And it made this thick of a dread. So, you know, it just depends on what you want. If you want really thick dreads, you might double this, but, yeah, here you go, here's your dread, and if you want to know it's solid, it should stick up like this when you're done. If it doesn't stick up at least a little bit, like even halfway through, if it's not sticking up, you should probably work on your technique so they make them a little bit tighter. So, yeah guys, that's how you make dreadlock extensions. I don't know about using Cankalon or anything like that, but I use human hair extensions and they work really well. I bet you could use synthetic hair extensions, I'm just not sure how they would color. And if you're using this for the wool extensions video I made, you know, you only need 6-inch extensions or so, and you can just cut them off and plug them right into your wool. So, there you go. Also, the one I'm using in the wool has like a really knotted up end, like crazy ends. That's because I wore it in my hair for 4 months, so it's dreaded and textured up like that, so that's why it looks a little different. And I think with that, I'm going to leave you. That's how you make a human hair dreadlock extension with the, and it's how you do backcombing, crochet hooking, twist and rip. It's all that in one. So enjoy the video. Thanks for your time. Have fun. Bye-bye.